Hi you guys, my name is Cherita and I need an intro. I know I've been gone for a long time and I probably said that in my last video, but I've been very sick, mentally, physically, emotionally. I've been exhausted, I've been traveling, so that's why I've been gone. And I actually have a couple of videos lined up that I planned on filming starting actually today, but something else came up and so I decided to talk about it. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Cherita and I have been exiled from the drama community. Let me explain. A couple months ago, I put out this video titled "Drama Channels Are on Jeffrey's Payroll" or something to that effect. And when I tell you, a lot of people took it to heart. Just about every single drama channel that I can think of took it to heart. Now, when I posted that video, I was not directly attacking anybody, as attacking anybody is not in my character, but I was speaking on a lot of things that people were thinking, but nobody was saying. Let me explain. So a lot of drama channels focus on the same number of people. Right now, there's a lot of James Charles, Trisha Paytas, Jeffree Star. Those are like the main people that drama channels speak on. And usually when something happens with one of those particular people, drama channels are, they speak out. And the way that the community works is people usually want to be the first to report. So when something happened and it was maybe about 3, 4, 5 days after it happened and not a single person, not that they didn't report on it, but they weren't tweeting about it, they weren't talking about it, nothing. So I, being a watcher of drama channels and I follow the drama community, I made a video and was just like, so like honestly, what's going on? And when I put that video out, I felt like that was an invitation for people to come back and make videos, because I feel like that's what drama channels do. They see a video, Jeffree Star eats Taco Bell in his Lambo. People make drama videos about that video. So they see, Cherita saying that drama channels are on payroll, so I'm expecting people to make videos, or something. Well, that's not what happened. What ended up happening was people got offended. They started subtweeting me. Not a single person came to me and was like, hey, Cherita, just to let you know, this is why we didn't talk about it, blah, 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 blah. No. People were just talking about me. They were saying things about my character that's not true. And basically, I got exiled. Now, being in the drama community is not important to me. What's important to me is my commentary being heard. But like I said, people were basically, people were subtweeting me and talking about me. And this is a part where I'm going to use names because this is what happened. So I know Dustin and a few other drama channels, I'm not 100% sure who else was in this conversation, but they were all talking about my video, but they were not using my name, and they were talking about it on an open, Twitter thread. And the only person who came to my rescue or said anything to me or about me was Jen. And now, mind you, I'm not friends with any of these people, so there's no relationships to save, and Jen doesn't know me more than she knows any of these other drama channels, but she was the one that was like, hey, let's look at it from an objective point of view. What if she had put the word payroll in quotes? Would that have made it any better? Because let's be honest, we all do the same thing for clickbait. And Dustin said, no, what she's putting out are some serious allegations. Now, how is me insinuating that people may be on Jeffree Star's payroll, which, if you watched my entire video, I never said Jeffree writes these people checks. Jeffree, pays for these people to do this. I never said any of that. It was a clickbait title. That's what people do. But how dare I insinuate something, but people are always, using their titles, exposed, canceled. They use these clickbaity titles as well. And then you watch the video and it's they talk about it, but it's not what their title insinuates. So why is it okay for other people to do certain things, but it's not okay for Cherita to? And honestly, this has been my entire life. I'm used to things like this. Why is it okay for so-and-so to do this, but Cherita can't do it? Why is it okay for so-and-so to do that, but Cherita can't do it? And I, not once, so number one, Jen, I love you to pieces. Thank you for at least putting that statement out there, because nobody else was coming to my defense. And I even commented on on that thread or something and was like, is this video, are you guys talking about me? Nobody said anything. My DMs are open. Nobody DM'd me. Nobody was like, hey Cherita, this is why we did it. Hey Cherita, this is why we did that. Nothing. Nobody ever talked to me about anything. This payroll joke has been ongoing since I put out that video. I mean, I don't know how many videos I've seen of people going, oh, payroll this. Jeffree Star has even said payroll that. Payroll, 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 payroll. But nobody wants to be like, oh, Cherita was the first person to say that. Ha 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 ha. Because that's all it was. That's literally all it was. And when Dustin said, these are about serious allegations, why is it serious? Is it because there's truth behind it? I don't think there's truth behind it. But why is that allegation serious but nobody else's is? Like, I can't think off of the top of my head, but a lot of drama channels use terms such as exposed or canceled, or I remember a while back people were saying, well, they didn't put a question mark at the end of their title. Excuse me. They didn't put a question mark at the end of their title, so that makes it seem like their title was a statement and that it's true. Like, is this what we're doing now? And I don't remember if I put a question mark at the end of it. I don't remember what I did, but all I was trying to do was to have a conversation, yet nobody wanted to have a conversation with Cherita. Nobody. So now I'm getting into the part of what my title is. Dear Ashlye Kyle, I got a DM yesterday and it was from a friend of mine, and they were like, hey, is Ashlye talking about you in her tweets? So I went to her Twitter and she went on this rant, and I will insert the tweets here. And it was, like, you should come to me if you have a problem, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, actually, time out, back up, reverse. So Ashlye Kyle had posted a tweet that said, y'all realize when we say exposed comes for, ends, and canceled, is for dramatic entertainment purposes only, and if that offends you, probably should watch drama channels. I think that should be shouldn't, but anyways, you get the gist. So I retweeted it and just put ... That's all I did, put ... because like I said before, when I use the term payroll, I get exiled, but everybody else is allowed to use these other terms. So anyways, that's all I did. I retweeted it, put ... That was it. The reason I saw it was because a lot of the people that I follow Ashlye, and I don't know if they retweeted it, they liked it, whatever. It popped up on my timeline. I retweeted it. That's that. Now, mind you, I've never had a conversation with this woman a day in my life. I have nothing against her. That's it. So anyways, fast forward to my DMs. Somebody came into my DMs and they were like, hey, it's Ashlye talking about you, and she went on this Twitter rant, and I was like, I don't think so, because I've never blocked her. I've never unblocked her. I don't believe in blocking. I don't believe in muting. I just don't believe in those types of things. Like, if you don't want to follow that person, don't follow them. If you know, like, I don't know, especially if like I'm not having a conversation with that person, or I'm not in contact with that person, I really don't feel the need to block anybody, but that's just my opinion, whatever. So anyways, I was just like, I don't think she's talking about me. I don't see why she would. Like, there's no bad blood between us. And so that was that. That was the end of that conversation. So then this morning, somebody else tweeted something about a drama channel going private or something like that. And so me naturally responded like, oh, well, who was it? And so somebody else came into my DMs and they're like, oh, Ashlye protected her tweets. So I go to her Twitter account because I wanted, obviously somebody says their tweets are protected. I'm gonna go see. That's just like if, somebody goes, hey, look, it's wet paint, don't touch. And what do? You touch it. So anyways, so I went to her page and this popped up. And I was like, I'm blocked. Like, what? Huh? So people had saved her Twitter rant and sent it to me. Like, just because I have 10 subscribers doesn't mean that people don't send me things in my DMs. So I did get, the whole thing in my DM. And so so once again, I at no point thought that Ashlye was talking about me because I've never spoken to or about her. So I did see this last tweet and it said, I very rarely block people or give them the pleasure, but F it at this point. I don't stalk your shit. Now you can't stalk mine. And if I even suspected, you'll report back, blocked, done with your BS. Like, what? I'm so confused. So I'm going to praise myself, which I'm not good at doing, but I am a good person. I am a nice person. I am probably one of the most positive people you will ever meet. But just because I'm positive doesn't mean that I don't call things out when they're wrong. I just don't know what she's been fed about me, but whatever it is, it's not true. In her Twitter rant, she said something along the lines of, Ashlye, I really disagree with how you're doing this, then explain your feelings. However, when this whole payroll thing started, when I was exiled, nobody came into my DMs. Not a single person. Not one person. The only person who said anything was Jen. And all she said was, hey, everybody, take a step back and just look. So me not being part of this community is fine. But if you're not gonna like me, don't do it because your friends don't like me. Do it because you genuinely have a problem with me and I have done something directly to you to hurt you. Because I'm an empath. And the last thing I want to do is hurt anybody. I don't hurt people. I mean, you can talk to my closest friends. I don't do well if I feel I have let somebody down. But if I feel like something needs to be talked about, I'll talk about it, but I can't just jump into this community that that I'm not even welcomed into and be like, hey, you guys, listen to me. Let me be your friend. Let me be involved in your community. I can't do that because it's not my community. It's not my community. It's nothing that I'm part of. How do you get into this community? What happens is one person shouts somebody out. Oh my gosh, I watched so-and-so's video. And then everybody else goes and watches, the video. Oh my gosh, I watched so-and-so's video. Nobody ever says, I watched Cherita's video. Why? I shouldn't say nobody, because the whole Jeffree Star mystery box drama, somebody did talk about me, and that was Allie. And speaking of Allie, before, when she was Beauty Truth Sleuth, during the whole payroll thing, she actually blocked me. Never talked to this woman a day in my life. She blocked me. And I think it was my friend Adrian, went to her and was just like, so is this how we're doing things now? And Allie admitted that she blocked, she did it out of, her feelings. She was very reactionary and she unblocked me. She listened to what I had to say. And that was that. And we communicate now. You know, like, I have nothing against the woman, but it's the fact that she admitted that she, you know, she reacted, and then she listened to what I had to say and was like, oh, okay, now I get where you're coming from. But nobody else was like, hey, Cherita, nobody. So I don't know. I just think it's funny how people, I mean, and I feel like I'm muted from a lot of people, which is fine, but I don't feel like I've done anything to have been muted, because I don't, like I said, I don't mute, I don't block. I like to see things. I'm nosy. So how am I gonna block people? I still can't see what they're talking about. I don't know. All I know is that it's vicious out there, and I feel like human nature, people want a sense of belonging. And no matter what you do, even if you do everything right and you still don't get accepted into something, you tend to question yourself, but nobody can ever give you the answers, you know? I mean, I've just been blocked by all these people with, you know, without regard. Like, nobody's been like, hey, Cherita, I think what you did was wrong, or just to let you know, you're XYZ block. No, I haven't even gotten a courtesy heads up, nothing. The reason why this is titled Dear Ashlye Kyle was just because I felt like this was, you know, like, she's the one person that I saw that blocked me for whatever reason. I don't know. The whole thing about like stalking, like, I'm not sure if people don't understand how Twitter works. Just because I don't follow you or you don't follow me doesn't mean that your tweets aren't still gonna show up on my timeline if I follow them and they retweet or they like. I mean, stalking is, I feel like you have to, there's a sense of entitlement if you're using the word stalking. So to make a long story even longer, I don't have anything against anybody. Even if somebody has me blocked, even if people have talked bad about me, I know I'm not a bad person. I'm kind, I'm generous. Anybody who watches any of my videos on this channel or my other channel should know that. But it's not my job to try to convince you guys of anything. So this is my video for today, and hopefully I will be able to record the other videos that I planned on recording, the Gucci thing, the, what's her name, Faith Gold something, the one that tried to go off on James Charles, oh, and Liam Neeson. So there's a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, but this is kind of something that I really needed to get off my chest before I talked about anything else. Oh, and I would like to give two special shout outs. One to It's Tea Time, Nikki and Mocha. Love you guys so much. And another one is to Marcos. Make sure you guys, if you guys like my content, go follow them because I think you would enjoy their content as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. And also do not forget to click subscribe. I don't know what that word was. Subscribe for new content just about every single week. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!